Good day guys! Ang topic natin sa video na ito ay about sa algebraic substitution sa integral calculus. So there are cases na hindi natin kayang i-apply or hindi natin pwedeng i-apply yung mga formula regarding sa power formula, logarithmic formula, all at once, or you cannot use it directly doon sa integral. So in that case, there is a certain problem or there's a certain method or technique in order for us to solve this problem. So first, we have this integral, the square root of 1 plus the square root of x dx. So if you notice, we need to get rid first of this integral. So, para ma-simplify natin siya, so usually ginagamit natin is yung variable na u. Kaya minsan ang tawag dito sa algebraic substitution ay u substitution. But there are certain cases na kapag nag-apply ka ng algebraic substitution, you will again use the algebraic substitution. So that's why i-stick tayo sa term na algebraic substitution. Sinabi natin algebraic substitution, we're going to let a variable doon sa isang specific na term doon sa ating integral. So in this case, we will let u equals 1 plus the square root of x. And take note, we always need dx. So by transposition, or transposing this one, we have square root of x is equal to u minus 1. Then squaring both sides, we have u minus 1 squared. So that dx is equal to what? 2 times u minus 1 times the derivative of u minus 1, which is du. Okay? This will be substituted here sa ating original integral. But take note, we are going to revert back sa ating original variable, which is x later. So this will be equal to what? Square root of 1 plus the square root of x na you let it as u, and then dx is equal to 2 times u minus 1 du. Okay? Factor out natin yung 2. Then, we will write square root of u as u raised to 1 half times u minus 1 du. Distribute natin yung u raised to 1 half. So, we have 2 times the quantity, integral of u raised to 3 halves minus u raised to 1 half du. In which, pwede na natin i-apply dyan yung power formula. So, this is u raised to 5 halves over 5 halves. Okay? Minus u raised to 3 halves over 3 halves. Okay, plus c. Okay, simplify further. You have 2 times the quantity, 2 fifths, u raised to 5 halves, minus 2 thirds, u raised to 3 halves, plus c. But again, you are going to divert back sa ating original variable, which is x. So therefore, we have what? So we can factor out 2 here, no? So we have 4 fifths times the quantity, u raised to 5 halves, that is 1 plus square root of x raised to 5 halves over 5 minus 1 plus the square root of x raised to 3 halves over 3 plus c. Okay, so this will be the answer for this problem. Okay, proceed tayo sa ating next problem. For our second problem, almost kahawig lang naman nung kanina, but this time around, this is the integral of dx all over the square root of 1 plus the square root of x. So again, we will let u equal to 1 plus square root of x. So that square root of x is equal to u minus 1, and then x is equal to the quantity u minus 1 squared, so that dx is equal to 2 times u minus 1 du. Okay? So we replace it here. So we have dx as 2 times u minus 1 du divided by the square root of u. Again, factor out natin yung u, or rather yung 2, no? Then, 1 over square root of u is u raised to negative 1 half times u minus 1 du. This will be distributed equals what? Kay u raised to 1 times u raised to negative 1 half is u raised to 1 half. Then minus u raised to negative 1 half du. Okay. So this time around, we can now use power formula again. So this is u raised to 3 halves over 3 halves minus u raised to 1 half all over 1 half plus c. So simplify natin further. We have 2 times the quantity, 2/3 of u raised to 3 halves minus 2 u raised to 1 half. You can factor out 2, so that magiging 4 ito na. Then revert back to the original variable, which is 1 plus square root of x raised to 3 halves over 3 minus 1 plus square root of x raised to 1 half, or simply the square root of 1 plus square root of x plus c. Okay, so this will be the answer for this problem. You can actually factor out also u raised to 1 half, but for simplicity ng sagot, we will use this format. Okay, so let's proceed to our next problem. For our third problem, this is the integral of 2 raised to natural logarithm of x over x dx. So this is quite easy. So to get rid of the exponent of 2, which is ln of x, so we will let u equal to the natural logarithm of x, so that du is equal to dx over x. And if you notice, there's a term here, dx over x, sa ating problem, which is exactly equal to du. So that if we integrate this, we have now the integral of 2 raised to u du. And as we remember, this is equal to what? 2 raised to u divided by ln of 2 plus c. So, going back to our original exponent, or rather, original variable, which is x. So, we have 2 raised to ln of x all over ln of 2 plus c. This will be our final answer for this problem. Right, so let's proceed to our next problem. For our next problem, we have the integral of 1 plus ln of x over x dx. So we can actually use here division. No? We can express it as 1 over x plus ln of x over x dx. And then we have what? Integral of dx over x plus the integral of ln of x over x dx. Okay, for the first term, this is already equal to ln of x. But for this one, we can let u equal to ln of x, so that du is equal to dx over x, which is present here as this. So it is simply equal to what? This one will become the integral of u du. So that this is equal to u squared over 2, and u is equal to ln of x. So we have ln of x squared over 2 plus c. But we can also directly use substitution, or an algebraic substitution, for 1 plus ln of x, so that du is equal to dx over x. So what will happen here? It will become directly integral of u du, because 1 plus ln of x is u, and dx over x here is now your du. This will become equal to u squared over 2 plus c, and remember that u is equal to 1 plus ln of x squared all over 2 plus c. So if we expand this, we have 1 plus 2 ln of x plus ln of x squared over 2 plus c. And take note, this 1 over 2 here is constant. So pwede natin siyang isama rin sa constant here na c. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. So this is ln of x plus ln of x squared over 2 plus c. Okay, so parehas lang siya dun sa sagot kanina natin. Okay, this is for number 4. Let's proceed to problem number 5. For number 5, we have the integral of 1 plus x squared e raised to 2 over x dx. So to get rid of the exponent here of e, so we will let it as u. So this is 2 over x. And then du should be equal to what? Negative 2 over x squared. So we have here sa ating integral dx over x squared. So if you multiply both sides by negative 1/2, so we have negative du over 2 equal to, okay, this should be dx na. So this is dx over x. So if we substitute it here, we have what? E raised to 2 over x, which is e raised to u. And then dx over x squared, this is x squared, no, is negative du over 2. So factoring out negative 1/2, this is integral of e raised to u du, and this should be negative 1/2 e raised to u plus c. And going back to our original variable, which is x, so this is negative 1/2 e raised to 2 over x plus c. This is our answer for this problem. So we will proceed sa ating problem number 6. For number 6, we have the integral of e raised to the square root of x all over the square root of x times the quantity 1 plus e raised to the square root of x dx. So first, to get rid of the exponent of e raised to square root of x, which is the square root of x, so we will let u equal to square root of x, so that x is equal to u squared and dx is equal to 2u du. Okay, let us substitute everything here. So we have e raised to u as e raised to the square root of x divided by square root of x, which is now u, times the quantity 1 plus e raised to u. Then dx is equal to 2u du. So if you notice, magka-cancel out yung u dito. Then factoring out 2, so we have 2 integral of e raised to u du all over 1 plus e raised to u. So this time around, we can use another variable. So we will let v, for example, equal to 1 plus e raised to u, so that dv is equal to e raised to u du. So if we put it here, so we have 2 integral of dv over v, which is now equal to what? Ito na natin ilagay. Is 2 ln of v plus c. But v is equal to 1 plus e raised to u plus c. But again, u is equal to square root of x na nandito. So finally, we have 2 natural logarithm of 1 plus e raised to the square root of x plus c. Okay, so this will be our answer for this problem. Okay, let's proceed to our problem number 7. For our problem number 7, we have the integral of 8x squared times the quantity 3x cubed minus 1 raised to 16 dx. So our technique here, we will let u equal to 3x cubed minus 1. So that du is equal to, we have 9x squared dx. So we have here sa ating integral na 8x squared dx. So if we multiply this by 8 over 9, we will have here 8 over 9 du equal to what? 8x squared dx, which is exactly this one, 8x squared dx. So if we substitute these values, we have what? 3x cubed minus 1 is q raised to 16 times 8x squared dx, which is 8 over 9 du. So factoring out 8 over 9, we have integral of u raised to 16 du. And this will be equal to what? 8 over 9 times u raised to 17 over 17 plus c. So we have 8 over 17 times 9 is 153. U raised to 17 plus c. And lastly, going back to our original variable, which is x. So this is u, which is 3x cubed minus 1 raised to 17 plus c. Okay, so this will be our final answer for this problem. Let's proceed sa ating susunod na problem. For our next problem, this problem number 8. So this is the integral of ln of x over the square root of x dx. So we will let u equal to the square root of x, hoping na marereduce yung ating equation. So we have x equal to u square, so that dx is equal to 2u du. And let us substitute everything here. So we have ln of x, but from here, x is equal to u squared divided by square root of x, which is now u, and then dx is now 2u du. So magka-cancel out yung u, and factoring out 2 here, so we have ln of u squared du. And remember from the laws of logarithm, so anong ibig sabihin nito? That ln of a raised to b can be rewritten, or pwede ring logarithm mo. Logarithm of a raised to b in general is equal to what? B times the logarithm of a. So in this case naman, b times the natural logarithm of a. So ganun yung gagawin natin dito. So we have 2 times the integral of 2 ln of u du. So we have 4 integral of ln of u du. So the integral of ln of u du can be done using integration by parts. So I will let first y equal to ln of u, so that dv is equal to du, and dy is equal to du over u, and v is simply equal to u. So ito natin ilagay na. We have 4 times, okay, yv, integration by parts, no? So this is u ln of u minus the integral of v dy, which is u times du over u. This will leave us only du plus c. So we have 4 times u ln of u minus u plus c. And finally, since u is equal to the square root of x, reverting back to our original variable, we have 4, let's say, square root of x times ln of square root of x minus square root of x plus c. Okay? You can simplify further yung ln of square root of x. Okay? Ilalagay ko na lang na note dito. So, ln of square root of x can be written as ln of x raised to 1/2. And again, applying laws of logarithm, this can be rewritten as 1/2 ln of x. So an alternative form of the solution is 4 square root of x times 1/2 ln of x minus square root of x plus c. Okay, so these are both correct na, but more simplified itong nandito sa kilid. Right, so let's proceed to our problem number 9. For our next problem, we have the integral of x cubed divided by 1 plus x squared, the quantity cubed, dx. So to get rid first of this one, yung 1 plus x squared, so we will let u equal to 1 plus x squared. So that du is equal to 2x dx. From here, we can say that x squared is equal to u minus 1. Before substituting here, we can write this x cubed as x squared times x divided by 1 plus x squared cubed dx. Why is it? Because yung x squared, we will replace it by u minus 1. And then yung x dx will come from here sa du over 2. So du over 2 is equal to x dx. So this is du over 2 divided by 1 plus x squared is actually yung u. So raised to 3. Factoring out 1/2. So we have 1/2 integral of u divided by u cubed is u raised to negative 2. And then 1 divided by u cubed is negative, or u raised to negative 3 du. Right? So we have 1/2 times the integral of this one, which is by power formula. So u raised to negative 1 all over negative 1 minus u raised to negative 2 over negative 2 plus c. So rearrange lang muna natin and simplifying. So we have 1/2. We have 1 over 2u square minus 1 over u plus c. Right? So we have 1/2 times what? Okay, our u is equal to 1 plus x squared. So we have 1 over 2 times the quantity 1 plus x squared squared minus 1 over 1 plus x squared plus c. So this can be an accepted format of the answer, but you can still combine these two by means of their least common multiples. Pwede nyo gawin dyan. That will be equal to 1/2 times, we have a denominator na 2u squared. So this is 1 minus 2u plus c. And then you can factor out 1/2. So this is 1/4 times 1 minus 2u all over u squared plus c. And from here, we can actually get 1 minus 2u. Okay, so we have 1 minus 2u is equal to what? 1 minus twice ng u na 2 minus 2x squared. So we have what here? 1 minus 2 is negative 1. So negative 1 minus 2x squared can be rewritten as negative of 1 plus 2x squared. So you can replace it here by means of 1/4 times 1 minus 2u is negative of 1 plus 2x squared all over u squared, which is 1 plus x squared, the quantity squared, plus c. So it's up to you kung paano mo siyang isusulat, but they are both acceptable answers. Okay, let's proceed to problem number 10. For our next problem, we have the integral of the natural logarithm of the quantity square root of y plus 3 dy. So to get rid first of this one, we will let u equal to the square root of y plus 3. So that square root of y is equal to u minus 3. And then y is equal to u minus 3 squared. So that dy will be 2 times u minus 3 du. So let us replace this by this one. So we have what? The integral of the natural logarithm of kaninang square root of y plus 3 na ginawa na nating u times dy na equal saan? 2 times u minus 3 du. So what we're going to do here, factor out muna natin yung 2, no? And then we have ln of u times u minus 3 du. We can now proceed by applying integration by parts. So, kung gagamitin natin yung lie 8, okay, so lie 8. Our first priority is yung logarithmic. So, we have, okay, ginamit na natin yung variable na yun, no? So, let's say x na lang muna. So, x is equal to ln of u. Then, dv is equal to the quantity u minus 3 du. So, the px is equal to du over u. And v is equal to what? U minus 3 squared over 2. So, gamitin natin siya. So, we have 2 times the quantity xv u minus 3 squared over 2 ln of u minus integral of v dx. So, may 1/2 tayo rito. So, we have u minus 3 squared over u du. So, distribute na natin ito, no? We have u minus 3 squared ln of u minus yung 2 times 1/2 magiging 1 din na. So, magiging ano ito? U squared minus 6u plus 9 all over u du. Lagyan na natin ng plus c na. So, we will have what? U minus 3 squared ln of u minus the integral of u minus 6 plus 9u du plus c. This will be equal to what? U minus 3 squared ln of u minus u squared over 2 plus 6u minus 9 ln of u plus c. Take note on that negative na ito. Then going back to our original variable, since we have here u minus 3, then therefore u minus 3 is equal to what? Ayun na pala, square root of y na siya na. Ayun. So we have what? U minus 3 square root of y na naka-square. Okay, simply y. Okay, we have here u minus 3 squared. So u minus 3 squared is simply y. ln of u, which is the square root of y plus 3, minus u squared. What is our u squared? Okay, we have square root of y plus 3 squared over 2 plus 6u square root of y plus 3 minus 9 times the natural logarithm of u, which is the square root of y plus 3 plus c. So this can be a form of our answer. On the other hand, if we rewrite this integral, same integral as this, 2 times the integral of u ln of u minus 3 ln of u du, and then breaking this into two integral, 2 times the natural logarithm of u times u du minus 6 integral of ln of u du. Then, this integral of ln of u du, na-solve na natin siya kanina. So, we will focus ourselves dito sa integral of u ln of u du. So, again, using lie 8, unahin natin pangalanan yung logarithmic. So, we have, let's say, x equal to ln of u. So, that dx is equal to du over u. And dv is equal to u du, so that v is equal to u squared over 2. This will be equal to what? 2 times the quantity xv, that is u squared over 2 ln of u, minus the integral of v du. So, meron tayong 1/2. So, ilalagay ko na siya rito. Then, v dx, this is 1. So, magka-cancel yung isang u. So, this is u du. Minus 6 times yung integral ng natural logarithm of u du na solve natin siya kanina as u ln of u minus u. So, plus na ito. So, we have 2 times u squared over 2 ln of u is simply u squared ln of u minus the integral of u du is simply u squared over 2 minus 6u ln of u plus 6u plus c. And then going back to the original variable na u is equal to the square root of y plus 3. So, we have here what? Square root of y plus 3 ln of, or rather this is squared, no? ln of the square root of y plus 3 minus square root of y plus 3 squared all over 2 minus 6u square root of y plus 3 ln of u square root of y plus 3 plus 6u square root of y plus 3 plus c. Okay, so we can accept this for the meantime. But if we, if we can expand this, yung 6 times 3 dito, which is 18, can be joined here sa ating constant. And also, yung 3 squared dito, na 9 over 2, can be also put here sa constant. So anyway, for the meantime, this can be also an accepted format of the answer. Right? So, let's proceed to our next problem. Okay, let's have this problem number 11. So, we have the integral of quantity x raised to 4 minus x raised to 9 times the quantity x minus 5 raised to 1 raised to 12 dx. So, to get rid of this one, so we will let u equal to x raised to 5 minus 1. Right? So, what is du? So, du will be equal to 5x raised to 4 dx. So that we can rewrite dx as du over 5x raised to 4. So, for the meantime, yun muna yung gagawin natin. Let us express this one in terms of x raised to 5. So, we have here x raised to 5 is equal to u plus 1. Consequently, if we raise this by 1 over 5, this will lead us to what? X is equal to u plus 1 raised to 1 over 5. Okay, why do we need this? Kasi meron tayong x raised to 4 tsaka x raised to 9 na terms. So, if we raise this by 4, then we have x raised to 4 is equal to u plus 1 raised to 4 fifths. And we have x raised to 9 equal to u plus 1 raised to 9 over 5. So, i-replace natin yan dito. So, this will be the integral of x raised to 4. That is u plus 1 raised to 4 fifths. Okay, so buguin lang natin tong parenthesis natin. Minus the quantity u plus 1 raised to 9 over 5 times, okay, x raised to 5 minus 1 is our u. This is u raised to 12. Then what is dx? So this is du over 5x raised to 4. But x raised to 4 is equal to what? Du over 5 times x raised to 4, which is u plus 1 raised to 4 fifths. So, u plus 1 raised to 4 fifths. Right. So, we do have what here? Yung u plus 1 raised to 4 fifths minus u plus 1 raised to 9 fifths Okay, divide natin siya ng, okay, easy lang natin. Divide natin siya ng u plus 1 raised to 4 fifths. U plus 1 raised to 4 fifths. Then I will factor out 1 fifth sa labas because constant siya. Times u raised to 12 du. Okay, each term here can be divided by this one. So this is 1 fifth. Integral of u plus 1 raised to 4 fifths divided by u plus 1 raised to 4 fifths is just 1. Then minus u plus 1 raised to 9 fifths divided by u plus 1 raised to 4 fifths. So 9 fifths minus 4 fifths is 1. So u plus 1, yung kanyang magiging term, times 2 u raised to 12 du, that is equal to what? 1 fifth integral of, this one is 1 minus the quantity u plus 1, so this is negative u times u raised to 12 du. So we can factor out negative sign, so this is negative 1 fifth integral of u raised to 13 du. So finally, we have negative 1 fifth times u raised to 14 over 14 plus c. And we have negative u raised to 14 over 70 plus c. Then go back to our original equation or the original variable. What is our u? This is x raised to 5 minus 1. This is negative of u, which is x raised to 5 minus 1 raised to 14 over 70 plus c. Okay, so this will be our final answer for this problem. Okay, let's proceed to our next problem. Okay, for our problem number 12, we have the integral of x cubed dx all over the quantity a squared minus x squared, the quantity squared. So, what we're going to do here, we will let u equal to a squared minus x squared, so that du is equal to 2x dx, or rather negative 2x dx. So, we will express this first in terms ng x squared x dx divided by a squared minus x squared quantity squared. Then from here, we can say that x squared is equal to a squared minus u. Then plug it in here. So x squared is a squared minus u. And then x dx here is present here. So if you divide this by negative 2, we have du, or negative du over 2 equal to x dx. So x dx is equal to negative du over 2 over a squared minus u squared, which we let as u, and don't forget to square it. Factoring out negative 1/2, this will yield to what? Negative 1/2 integral of a squared minus u over u squared du. And likewise, we have negative 1/2 integral of a squared u raised to negative 2 minus u divided by u squared is 1 over u du. Okay, we can simply put 1/2 inside para magbaliktad yung ating sign, no? So this is 1 over u minus a squared u raised to negative 2 du. So we have 1/2 times the integral of du over u is ln of u minus a squared is constant, then this is u raised to negative 1 over negative 1 plus c. This will make 1/2 times ln of u plus a square over u plus c. And again, substitute u equal to a squared minus u squared. So we have 1/2 times ln of a squared minus u squared plus a squared over u, which is a squared minus x squared plus c. So this can be a format of the answer. Okay, let us proceed on our next problem. For our next problem, number 13, evaluate the integral of 12x plus 1 divided by the square root of 4x minus 3 dx. So we must let u here equal to 4x minus 3. Okay, so that 4x will be equal to u plus 3 and 4 dx is equal to du. So dividing both sides by 4, so we have dx is equal to du over 4. And take note, meron tayong 12x dito. So if we multiply this by 3, we have what? 12x is equal to 3u plus 9. And if you add 1 both sides, so makukuha natin yung 12x plus 1, which is 3u plus 9 plus 1. So this is equal to plus 10. So substituting, we have 12x plus 1, which is 3u plus 10 divided by square root of 4x minus 3 is u raised to 1 half na yung ilalagay natin. And then dx is equal to du over 4. Factoring out 1/4. And this should be the integral of 3u divided by u raised to 1 half is simply 3u raised to 1 half. Kasi 1 minus 1 half na is 1. Then plus 10 divided by u raised to 1 half is 10u raised to negative 1 half du. Then apply power formula. So we have 1/4 times 3 times the quantity u raised to 3 halves over 3 halves plus 10 times the quantity u raised to negative 1 half plus 1 is 1 half divided by 1 half plus c. So we have 1/4 times 3 times 2/3 u raised to 3 halves plus 20 u raised to 1 half plus c. So magka-cancel yung 3 dito, leaving us 1/4 okay, 2u raised to 3 halves plus 20u raised to 1 half plus c. We can factor out 2 dun sa loob. So this is 2/4, magiging 1 half na lang to. Then this should be u raised to 3 halves plus 10u raised to 1 half plus c. And then going back to our original variable, so we have 1 half times u, which is 4x minus 3 raised to 3 halves plus 10u raised to 1 half. So we can write that as square root of 4x minus 3 plus c. So this will be our answer for this problem. Let's proceed to our problem number 14. For our problem number 14, we have the integral of dx all over the square root of 2x minus 1 minus the fourth root of 2x minus 1. Okay, so since this is square root and this is fourth root, so kukunin natin yung kanilang least common multiple, which is 4. So we will let u equal to the fourth root of 2x minus 1. Okay. We can say that this is u raised to 4 equal to 2x minus 1. So that we have 4u cubed du equal to 2 dx. And then dividing both sides by 2, we have dx equals 1. 4 divided by 2 is u, so we have 2u cubed du. So if we square this, makukuha natin yung u squared equals 1. Square root of 2x minus 1. Then we substitute it here. Then our dx is 2u cubed du divided by, what is our square root of 2x minus 1? That is u squared minus the fourth root of 2x minus 1 is simply u. Factoring out 2, then we have u cubed du divided by, factoring out u here, we have u squared, or rather we have u minus 1. Okay, cancel yung isang u. We have 2 times the integral of u squared du over u minus 1. So by long division, Para ma-simplify further, you have u squared divided by u minus 1. So u squared divided by u is u. Then u times u minus 1 is u squared minus u. So minus natin na. U squared minus u squared is 0. Then 0 u minus negative u is simply u. Then u divided by u minus 1 is plus 1. So 1 times u minus 1 is u minus 1. So may plus 0 dito, may plus 0 dito. And then 0 minus negative 1 is 1. Therefore, we can say that u squared divided by u minus 1 is equal to u plus 1 plus 1 over u minus 1. Right? So, magiging ganito to. Lagyan natin dito sa baba na. You have 2 integral of u plus 1 minus 1 over u minus 1 du. Then, if we expand this, we have integral of, or 2 integral of u du plus 2 integral of du minus 2 integral of du over u minus 1. This will lead to 2u squared over 2. So, that is simply u squared plus 2u minus 2 times the natural logarithm of u minus 1 plus c. And going back to our original value of u, we have u squared here, which is equal to the square root of 2x minus 1. Then plus 2u. Our u is the fourth root of 2x minus 1 minus 2 times the natural logarithm of u, which is the fourth root of 2x minus 1, then minus 1. Wala po sa loob yung ano, no? Yung 1. So, this is plus c. Alright, so this will be our final answer for this problem. And we will proceed to our last example for this video. For our last problem, we have the integral of 4 times the fourth root of x divided by the cube root of x minus the square root of x dx. So, yung radicands natin ay fourth root, cube root, tsaka square root. So, what will be its least common multiple? So, we will choose here 12. So, we will let u equal to the 12th root of x such that u raised to 12 is equal to x. Why is it? Kasi kapag itong u raised to 12 equal to x ay ni-raise natin ng, let's say, 1/4, then it will become what? U raised to 12 over 4 is 3. Then this is x raised to 1/4. So ito na yung nasa taas natin. Again, if u raised to 12 equal to x, this time around, na-raise naman natin ng 1/3. So 12 divided by 3 is 4. Then x raised to 1/3, yung cube root. Then likewise, u raised to 12 equal to x. Pag na-raise naman natin ng 1/6, no? So we have 12 divided by 6 is 2. Then, sorry. Dapat 1/2 pala na. 1/2. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. So this is x raised to 1/2, which is yung square root of x. Then, balik tayo rito. So, what is dx? That will be 12 u raised to 11 du. Substitute natin. Factoring out 4, we have the fourth root of x. Nasaan yun? Ito. This is u cube. Okay, divided by 1. The cube root of x is u raised to 4. The square root of x is u raised to 6. Then our dx is this one. 12u raised to 11 du. So 12 times 4 is 48. Then u raised to 3 times u raised to 11 is u raised to 14. Okay, divided by u raised to 4 minus u raised to 6 du. We can rewrite it as negative 48 integral of u raised to 14 divided by u raised to 6 minus u raised to 4 du. So we have negative 48 times the integral of, factoring out u raised to 4, then this is u raised to 10. So we have here what? U raised to 4 times u squared minus 1 du. Magka-cancel yung u raised to 4, leaving as negative 48 times the integral of u raised to 10 divided by u squared minus 1 du. So this term na u squared u raised to 10 divided by u squared minus 1, we need to simplify it by means of long division. Okay? Simplify using long division. So we will perform long division for that case. So u raised to 10 divided by u squared minus 1. So u raised to 10 divided by u squared is u raised to 8. Then we have here u raised to 10 minus u raised to 8. So ibawas natin. We have positive u raised to 8. Then divide ulit natin ng u raised to 2. That is u raised to 6. So this is u raised to 8 minus u raised to 6. Subtract ulit natin. This is u raised to 6. Then u raised to 6 divided by u squared is u raised to 4. Then u raised to 4 times u squared minus 1 is u raised to 6 minus u raised to 4. Again, subtract ulit natin. We have u raised to 4 here. U raised to 4 divided by u squared is u squared. And then we have here u raised to 4 minus u squared. Subtract ulit natin. So we have u squared here. Then u squared divided by u squared minus 1 is plus 1. Then 1 times u squared minus 1 is u squared minus 1. So we have here a0 minus negative 1 is 1. So therefore, we can conclude that u raised to 10 divided by u squared minus 1 is equal to u raised to 8 plus u raised to 6 plus u raised to 4 plus u squared plus 1 plus 1 over u squared minus 1. Right. So we will rewrite our integral as negative 48. Take note, meron tayong ganyan kanina. Times u raised to 8 plus u raised to 6 plus u raised to 4 plus u squared plus 1 plus 1 over u squared minus 1 du. So for the meantime, this 1 over u squared minus 1, what we're going to do there? So we have here negative 48 times this one is u raised to 9 over 9. This one is u raised to 7 over 7 plus u raised to 5 over 5 plus u cubed over 3 plus u plus the integral of this one du over u squared minus 1. So how can we implement that? That 1 over u squared minus 1 can be expressed as a 1 over or a over u minus 1 and then b over u plus 1. Okay, so mag-iisip tayo ng dalawang values na angkop dito. So pwedeng 1/2, nasa taas niyan, times u minus 1 plus pwedeng negative 1/2 ito, times u plus 1. Let us check. Kapag kinos-multiply natin yan, we have u times u plus 1 times u minus 1 is u squared minus 1. So if we cross-multiply this, we have 1/2 u plus 1/2 and then plus, okay, plus what? U times negative 1/2, so this is minus u over 2, then plus 1/2. Okay, so u over 2 minus u over 2, they cancel out, then 1/2 plus 1/2 is 1. So babalik tayo sa 1 over u squared minus 1. So furthermore, we can express this in terms ng negative 48 times, okay, we have u raised to 9 over 9 plus u raised to 7 over 7 plus u raised to 5 over 5 plus u cubed over 3 plus u plus, okay, 1/2 integral of du over u minus 1 minus 1/2 integral of du all over u plus 1. Okay, magdagdag na tayo ng c. So, this will be equal to negative 48 times u raised to 9 over 9 plus u raised to 7 over 7 plus u raised to 5 over 5 plus u cubed over 3 plus u plus 1/2 ln of u minus 1 minus 1/2 ln of u plus 1 plus c. For that, this is negative 48 times u raised to 9 over 9 plus u raised to 7 over 7 plus u raised to 5 over 5 plus u cubed over 3 plus u. What we're trying to do here, i-regroup muna natin itong dalawa na 1/2 and applying laws of logarithm, this is u minus 1 all over u plus 1 plus c. Then remember, we let u kanina equal to 12 root of x. So we can say that this is x raised to 1 over 12 para mas madali yung paglalagay ng exponents. This is negative 48 times, okay, u raised to 9. If you raise u by 9, so we have 9 over 12. So this is, okay, this is 3/4. 9 over 12 is 3/4 na over 9. Plus, u raised to 7 is x raised to 7 over 12 over 7. Plus, x raised to 5 over 12 over 5. Plus, x raised to 3 over 12, that is 1/4 over 3. Plus, x raised to 1/12. Okay, ayusin lang natin na. X raised to 1/12. Plus 1/2 ln of, what is our u? Okay, we can write it as 12 root of x here, minus 1. Divided by the 12 root of x plus 1, I close, plus c. Okay, so this will be our final answer for this problem. I hope natuto kayo ng algebraic substitution for integral calculus. So please, aralin nyo po itong mga klase ng integrals na ito dahil napaka-effective gamitin ng algebraic substitution. Thank you very much for listening and God bless to all of you.